And be alive. Not sure if he got anything. He was very, very quiet. Hi guys, time again. Live fly tying. We're gonna do Nicholson by Malloch today. Great pattern. And I got my cup of coffee. So let's move on. I'm gonna change the camera angle. Just trying to find some focus. Maybe it doesn't like my t-shirt. Yeah, I think that's the case. So, please. I don't want to change t-shirt, but I might have to. Let me see. 1 second. It might be too bright. So, on with my LTS shirt. Perfect. Let's see if we can get some nice focus then on the camera. I think we're getting there. There we go. It's going in and out, but I think it's going to be better when we get some materials on the wing. Cheers, buddy. So let's start to add material. First, we're going to start with silver tinsel. I go with extra small. So we're going to tie the whole thing in. Yeah, it was quite nice with the jacket on because it's a bit cold down here. Even if I got the heater on. I think the picture will improve as we get something on the hook, which we hopefully will succeed with. This is a lovely pattern. I tied a version of it 2 weeks ago, I think. Let's see where we are. I think that's sufficient. Bear with me. I know it's going in and out in focus. Oof, come on. Scary moment there. I almost cut the thread off again. So that one we can reuse. I was going to see if there's any sweet spot today. There we go. Now it's working better. Hi, Monty. So I was going to secure the thread there. It seems like the issue with the focus is solved. So time for tail. And for your information, I'm tying on the Harrison Bartlett 5.0 long shank. So just building up some foundation for the tail. I spent like 2 hours just preparing all the parts. So it takes quite a lot of effort. but it's fun. I'm not complaining at all. So it's just fun stuff. I like to be prepared when tying live, because then, I don't waste much time sorting through materials, etc. So, tail time. I did find a nice tail. I think this one is, it's intended to be on this hook. Good morning, Robert. Would be interesting to see how many different time zones we are here. For me, it's like 2 in the afternoon. I just tie in the whole tail. There we are. Looks really nice. Yeah, so that's early morning for you, Robert. Yeah, correct. Back in the days, there were no eyes on the hook. There were blind eyes only, or even flat in the front, I think. Cool. Then we got a few different time zones. So I'm going back with the thread. And we're going to add things here. It's going to be golden pheasant tippet in strands. It's going to be red parrot. And I got some teal. Yeah, you're an hour after me, UK time. So I think I'm gonna start with I think I'm gonna add everything in a bunch. That's what I'm gonna do. Here we have the tippet. And then, now I tie in the tippet first. And then I got the red parrot. So I'm just gonna add that on the outside. And the same here. So I'm just building everything on top of each other. Then we have the teal. Because then when you tie it in, you're going to have a quite nice mix of stuff. And you get less bulk since you don't need to tie in with so many turns with the thread. Just to make it even more interesting. Hi, John. Morning. I'm just going to mix it a bit. There we go. Nice blend of tail. So then we're gonna have some herl, some black herl. Yeah. It's, you know, if the tail is nice, then it's easier to succeed to tie a nice fly. Because if the tail is wrong, then it's going to be impossible to tie a nice fly, to be honest. Just reverse. Oof. This thread spool has less resistance than the one I used earlier, so I'm not really used to how easy it is to extend the thread. There we go. And then we're already in the section where we gonna have some tinsel. Just gonna work on that a bit. On this side though, I want it to show. Now you can see it a little better. So we're gonna tie in flat tinsel and oval silver tinsel. We're gonna look at the pattern a lot because there is a lot of things going on here. So let's start with the oval silver tinsel. I just tie it in the full length. And then I'm gonna use flat tinsel. Then I'm just gonna think. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. So from there, so that means from here. Let me see which color we start with. Scarlet. So we start with scarlet, silk. There we go. I tie the silk in, just using the material to, even out the body. And then I'm going back to where we are. Tight wraps. And at the same time, I'm gonna try to even out the body. Somewhere like that. And then just tie it in. until there. And we're gonna have black silk. Short section. Just securing the silk. Hi, Dimitri. How are you? Thanks a lot. Yeah, the tail looks quite tight. I might put it up a bit more later, but let's see how it turns out. So let me just look. We're gonna have ostrich herl. Yeah, okay. We're good. Let me cut that one off first. There we go. So now to this tinsel. Just want to be as close as possible. And then we're going to have ostrich herl. And then we're going to have jay. So I'm just working on the herl here. I think it's the ostrich herl first. I have no clue, Robert, so I let the native speakers answer that one. But I think that's the last name, but it should mean something, of course. So let's do the ostrich herl first, and then we add the jay. I'm just going to look that up so I don't do the opposite, but I think that's the way. I forgot from last time I did it, the pattern. So where is my browser? There it is. Just having a look. Now I'm gonna do, I think it's in front. Yeah, it's in front of the herl. Okay. So let's do the yay then. And then the herl. So I have a small yay feather here. Just gonna tie it in. Tie it, the whole thing in, really. And I'm gonna show you regarding Malloch. So they did some nice things back in the days. And the one I got, you have like 2 sides, but in mine there's an extra. So you have 4 sides in one. Not bad at all, because when you go fishing, you got plenty of flies with you. And while I'm showing stuff, I think I've been showing it a few times. But I also have this one from Follows. You can carry it, but when you open it, it just extracts. And then you have a few flies with you, like a couple of hundreds. That's also a nice treasure. So back to the tying. Sorry, guys. But I love those containers for my flies. Whoops, lost the grip. I think I don't need that much here. So I think I'm gonna be quite spare and just add that. Just so it's just almost visible. Yeah, they were really big back in the days. And had a few specific patterns as well. So it's interesting to dig into. But I got really gonna dig into Rogan, and I'm gonna do a lot of black after the ghost flies. Actually, I scheduled a new ghost fly. It's not the original pattern. I think it was number 5 that I scheduled by Bob Franzen. I just loved how it looked, so I want to tie that one. So that's going to be Saturday next week. So let's have a look. Then we have lemon and scarlet. So let me just pick those up. And we have oval silver tinsel and flat silver tinsel. Hi, buddy. Yeah, I like to keep myself busy. No point being lazy, eh? So it's just the yay is just a few strands, really. Maybe I should, maybe I should do another wrap, but yeah, it's okay. It shouldn't be that much anyhow. Just getting this one out of the way. I might even put this one up. 1 second. Because then I can put it here. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking about the oldest one. He tied like a blackish style, a mixed wing. Uh, even his wife were tying flies. And the funny part is that Dave is actually very close to that location, so he has quite a lot of information there that's going to be useful. And my interest in Rogan started when a friend of mine got quite a few flies from Rogan. I think it's from his wife or maybe his son. Hi, Laurent. That is really a choice. So what I'm doing when I'm tying, I'm even out the body at the same time. Uh, so then I don't need to do it, especially now when you have so much things going on. You have a double tinsel on the small section, double colors of silver tinsel, and you have hackle. Then you don't really need to prepare. But if you have like one similar color of silk throughout the body, then it's nice to make an underbody, I would say. So it's really up to yourself what you want to do. But if I added an underbody here, then the fly would really grow thick because then I add wrap after wrap with silk, etc. No, I didn't see you change your name. It's still Truman49. So I don't know who's behind. Sorry. So let me just see here. Lemon first, and then we have scarlet. So let's start with the lemon. Just a bit of wax. I need to start to learn to cut short a section of silk. I'm just gonna do like 3-4 wraps, and I still have like 2 decimeter of silk. That's not really good. So Let's tie this one in then. That I'll see if I can use later. Then we have scarlet, short section. That was fun. Let me redo that. I didn't think what I was doing. I want to tie in the silk here and not in the back. That was a new one. So, tight wraps. I think I will reclaim a bit of the red. Oh, it was almost too short instead. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. So from there, I will start to add hackle. So let me see. We have that. It's going to be scarlet cock. So let's just put that one here, and then we are going to wax the thread. And then we have this oval tinsel. I'm going to hold it with my fingers, it's easier. There we go. A bit more wax to the thread. And then we have this scarlet cock. A bit fragile. Just tie it in. Doesn't matter really. Then we're gonna have an ostrich herl after. I don't want to put in too much hackle. Oh, you're welcome, Laurent. And we're gonna do the ostrich herl. Oh, just need to sip of coffee. Yeah, when I use proper Japanese silk, Robert, I always use gloves because it's so fragile. However, the silk I'm currently using, it's from France, and this one, and it's more robust, I would say. But I also changed to back to the IT business, so I don't really do much with my hands, more than writing on a laptop all day. So I want it to be really tight. I can hear it jumping there. So just gonna cut the herl off there. And then we're gonna have another section of flat tinsel and also oval tinsel. So I think I'm gonna cut them both, one, and then we need one more for later, and one there. It's fun with these patterns with so many details in because you always end up with your whole desk with the prepared feathers and so on. And then I think it's orange and blue. Yes, it is. So then I'm gonna go with the light wax. So then we have the tinsel. Yeah, you need to keep in mind, Monty, back in the days where then they were tying, life was quite hard. So you really had to be like the big supplier, the big name that all the high society people bought their flies from to be able to afford a shop and things like that. So orange up until here. So let's start with orange first. This year I'm going to north of Sweden and north of Norway and to fish. And in total, I think I'm gonna spend 5 to 6 weeks out fishing. And I also might do some fishing in Canada. And then we're gonna have blue. Just double checking. Orange and medium blue. Yeah, Canada. That would be a trip of a lifetime, I would say. All fishing that is, different from what you used to are, of course, fantastic. And Norway is always nice as well. Big, high mountains, great views, perfect for making some videos and so on. And yeah, correct. That is the thing, because if I go fishing, I might just go fishing and maybe skip ASFI, because tying flies I can do any day, but I haven't decided yet. And if I go to ASFI, which I said I should, then I will see if somebody has time to take me go fishing, because I think in Canada you need to have a company with somebody who has a rifle and so on and knows the area, because you don't want to become bear food. At least not me. So let's tie this one in. Then we have the oval tinsel as well to add on. Yeah, we got big bears and the wolves and no lions here. Lynx we got. But if I go to ASFI, it would be the area of Calgary. And if I would go fishing, the plan are somewhere close to Labrador. So there we are. Just gonna see that the tinsel is as close as possible. I did forget to check that, but it's okay. So a new hackle. It's gonna be light blue. No, I didn't tie it in hard enough. So let me just repeat. The short hackles are fragile. Now I'll tie it in properly. Just folding the feathers backwards. I think that's sufficient. There we go. So then preparing for the last section. I'm going to make it a little bit longer because a lot of hackle is going to cover. So some wax to the thread. And the last one, if I recall right, going to be scarlet and black. Scarlet and black, yeah, correct. Perfect. Now this one is not cobbler's wax. It's a different wax that a Swedish guy did for me. It's much more softer. It's softer than cobbler's wax and a bit more tacky. But I don't have the recipe. And I asked him to if he could make some more for me, but he didn't reply, so I guess not. I might ask again. So I'm gonna do red up to here, and then we do black until here, and then we have plenty of room for the heron hackle that's gonna be there, and coch-y-bonddu hackle, and all those kind of things. We're just gonna prepare that one. I might even shorten it because we're gonna need quite a lot of space there. So red until here. If I manage to get hold of more wax, I'm gonna send you some, David. And you're a really good guy coloring stuff, mate. Have you ever thought of making a cotinga substitute? Like the shape you can do with like wing burner. So you get the like the cotinga shaped feather. And if you do, I would like to buy some. Just gonna read up as soon as I attach this one. I did see in your comment. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah. Mine is actually working without heating it up. It's that sticky, but it's not soft. It's hard, but it's always sticky, and it doesn't put much color on the fingers, but you get fat on it. Yeah, I think that would make a much better wax, David. Melt it and some more oil to it, like coconut oil or something. So, bodywork almost done. There we go. Just getting rid of that one. And then we're gonna have a darker blue hackle. And as you can see, I have trimmed it because it was this like wide Chinese crappy stuff. So I just tapered it a bit. And then we're gonna use again national black gray heron, and they have like small feathers here that are black from the beginning. So just gonna add some more wax to it. Yeah, it leaves it soft, really soft. So wing burners, if you cut the shape yourself, I think really it's gonna look good. Because then you can take any white feather and just burn it. The burning process, of course, going to take time, but I think that would be a substitute, easy to recover your time from. Then we have the last tinsel part. Just going to verify that I stay close to the flat tinsel. My God, did you see what I forgot? I didn't add the herl here. I forgot the herl. So, redo. That was, my God. There's always something I forget. And of course, the tinsel gonna fight with me on the silk, sorry. Just gonna try to get it out of my way. I thought it looked a bit strange. Of course, I cut the thread. It's gonna be interesting. So I need to open up sufficient to get the red away. Slowly getting there, guys. Sorry for the mistake. Yeah, and that one is still... I'm just going to redo that one as well. So no issues. There we go. But I think, looking at it, I'm just going to wax the thread and attach it. There we go. I think I can squeeze in a herl there. I'm just going to tie it in the opposite way. Just a few turns. There we go. Problem solved. That's like standard when I'm tying. I always forget something. Now the herl doesn't want to turn. Yeah, let's retie that one then. We can call it like a daily edge. Just to forget a few things, just to, make things a bit more trickier. And there we have a herl. So now we can start. Yeah, the whole thing is to get the herl to progress and just get wider and wider. And it's not that easy, but if you plan properly and just have a look at the herl length, so to say, then it's doable. As I mentioned, when I started, I spent almost 2 hours just preparing each component in the fly. So it's take some time, but it's worth it. Then you have everything you need on the table, as long as you remember to tie it in. So I'm gonna have red until here then. So get some red back. And then we're gonna need some more black. Just gonna read up the chat so I don't miss anything. Hi, Daryl. Unexpected company. Yeah, that's dangerous stuff. So we're done with the red. Oof, almost cut the thread again. I think, you know, I might need, my body wants some, you know, daily edge. Now I just need to secure that one. There we go. Should be a bit more careful, really. The scissor is a bit different than my other one. So I'm not really used to it yet. It has like curved pointers. So it's a bit different. So there we go. Oh, that's really nice, Daryl. You missed my Malloch one. I'm just going to show it again. Of course, I got the Malloch. So it's going to contain a Nicholson very soon. But for now, it's just a few other patterns. I love that one. Nice platina. I use it actively when I'm fishing. Same with the follows box. I always bring it with me. They are made to be used. So, the last tinsel. 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm all okay continuing. I think I'm going to finish this fly. Are you guys okay with that? Or are you starting to get tired? Cool. Let's just push this through then. So I think looking at the blow here now, then I did cut this one too much. So I'm gonna get a new hackle because I want to keep the tapering, so to say. 1 second, guys. Let me put that one here. Oh, last coffee. Nice and cold. And yeah, it's gonna take some tobacco. Now we can start to add stuff to the fly. Now it's gonna grow fast. And it's at this stage things are coming together. Yes, reading the pattern description. Dark blue cock with the dark coch-y-bonddu cock over black heron. So let's just continue. So that's why I left so much space in the front, because we're gonna have 3 hackles now. I'm gonna do 2 turns with the blow and then change to the coch-y-bonddu one. There we go. Just securing it. So we get like a nice curve. And then we have this coch-y-bonddu hackle. It's gonna be nice. So just gonna wax the thread. Oh, cool. I just move forward and we sort this out today. No point in splitting this video. I'm gonna tie fishing version of the traherne fly tomorrow. Might add that live. Just in case anybody want to look. It's much more fun to tie with the company. I think I go with 3 turns of this one. Let me have a look. I go with one more. There we go. Just securing the stem and so on. Now it starts to look nice. Get some color in it. And we're gonna have this very, very fragile heron. It's so soft. Gonna wax the thread first. There we go. Just gonna cut the fibres here. There was one below as well. I'm thinking of doing, let me show you. It's one that I made already, but I want to have a version to fish with. No, it's not the traherne. I did say wrong. So it's a ghost fly. It's a ghost fly I want to do tomorrow. I recently did it. Let me see. One second, guys. Bear with me. Oh, that's why. It's quite cold here. When I'm not tying flies, then there's no heat. So this one I want to tie tomorrow, but on a fishing hook. I think it's going to be nice. It's going to look nice, at least. Let me just put things back. And then we can focus on this fly. Yeah, That pattern is nice. Boo Pep. Which one is that? I write it up. And hi, Dave. Is it similar to the black pennet? So let's continue with the hackle then. And here I need to be careful because the stem here is really, really soft. So this is normal, uncolored gray heron that is black. Or very dark gray. So there we go. Now we have everything tied in. Okay, Kelson fly. I'm gonna look that up. Might be a candidate for Sunday. Because I'm going on Saturday. I do ghost fly number 5. It's not a classic one, but it's a Salmon fly, however, Bob Franzen. So that's the body, guys. So let's move on with the wing. Then I need to look up there. Long jungle coach, peacock herl. That's long. Might do even longer. Let me see. Yeah, that's sufficient. But that one should be a bit longer. So let me find a longer one on that side. Now they are equal in length. That's going to be nice. Yeah, there is so much lovely patterns out there. I just started to touch a lot of them. And I have like a couple of hundred videos. So it's amazing. I can keep doing this for many, many years. So it's going to be like a late autumn to beginning of spring. In between that, I'm going to tie classic salmon flies every weekend. And then during late spring, summer, beginning of the autumn, doing fishing. of course, a bit of fly tying next to the river and so on, fishing. So I'm gonna wax the thread and I'm gonna start to build up a bit because we have like a small hump here after the hackle. Not much at all, but a little bit. So, and just looking at if there were any suggestion about head, but it was not. But I will see if I can fit a herl, because I think that could look nice. Let's start to measure. So I just marked where to cut away the material. Lots of toppings. Yeah, that's my kind of flies. So let's start to add the material on top. And I'm planning for a herl head, so I tie the stem out the whole way. And that's low and slick where we want it, I would say. Oh, cool. Please do, Dave. That would be nice. We need to remove this one because it interferes with the tail. So then we have the ostrich herl. No, peacock herl. Sorry. And I'm going for this more bronze peacock. I like it. So I'm just going to even up the length of the fibers. So I'm going with 6 feathers. And when tying them in, they're going to be all over the place. So keep that in mind. But then, of course, we're going to have the wing on top of it. There we go. So that's how it looks. Just gonna read up. Cheeks. We're gonna have a topping over and jungle cook. Okay, so it's not that much things going on. Did make some wing. So let's see how that goes on. I'm gonna let the herl be where it is. I just need to wet the heron a bit, so I get it out of the way. So I'm just gonna get it to sit a bit lower. It's the long GC there. Hello, Norm. Sorry, I was looking at the tying. How are you? Now it's low and slick. Just shaping the heron feathers a bit, just to make sure that I don't ruin them. They're so soft. It landed quite well, I must say. Just adding some wax thread. There we go. So sides then, GC. Then I can put in the herl a bit. So I'm gonna go with quite long GC on the sides. I think it's gonna look quite nice. So tie in on my side first. So I'm just gonna wax the thread. And then we need to find a nice topping. Bit of more wax to the thread. And then I'm just gonna start to cut off material. Just cleaning up the desk here. Not much left over from that wing. So you utilized almost the whole wing. So. Topping. So this one looks quite boring. Just give me a few seconds. Now it looks a bit more interesting, right? Actually, it's the perfect topping. And I selected it before I started tying, so it's impressive. It's still is a candidate, because you never know which shape you're gonna end up with the wing and so on. A bit more wax to the thread. Yeah, not that bad. That was a great topping. So let me see. Woohoo! No horns. Good pattern. That's a good pattern. So yeah, just to do something, let's make a herl head. Yeah, the best patterns in the world doesn't have horns. That's a fact. I don't. I think they look funny. I rather put the macaw in the wing, one fiber, two fiber, something, instead of tying it on the outside. And sometimes you get it spot on, and sometimes you can fight with the macaw for like 15 minutes or something. It just takes time. And I think, if it was up to me, I should just add that fiber into the wing immediately. And then after a few casts in the river, it's a mixed wing anyhow. So it's more about me being a grumpy old bastard, I think. Yeah, sorry for that. There we go. So I'm just gonna wet the ostrich herl a bit, and then when it's dry in a few minutes, I just brush it out. And then I can put some varnish on the head here. And that's the fly. Let me see. Let's put some contrast up. I'm pretty pleased with it. To be honest, very pleased. It turned out really good to be a bit complex pattern. But yeah, with your company, guys, I can tie any pattern at any time. So that's it. That's Nicholson from Malloch. Great pattern. It's just lovely. Yeah, I'm pleased over it, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Just reading the chat. Thanks a lot. It was nice to do it, and with you guys watching, it was even better. So that's it for today. So tomorrow evening, it's going to be 6:30 my time, afternoon. Not sure. It's going to be different in your time zone, but I'm going to schedule it after this one so you can see if it suits your time zone. I'm going to tie a ghost fly for fishing, and I'm going to try to make it as good as possible. Yeah, that's basically it for today. So I'm gonna do some cooking and yeah, watch some YouTube, some camping and so on. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm gonna give you a big heart. There you go. And yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.